Kejadian 37, Genesis 37. Adapun Yakub, ia diam di negeri penumpangan ayahnya, yakni di tanah Kanaan. And Yakub dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger in the land of Canaan. Inilah riwayat keturunan Yakub. Yusuf tatkala berumur 17 tahun, jadi masih muda, biasa mengembalakan kambing domba bersama-sama dengan saudara-saudaranya, anak-anak Bilha dan Silpa, kedua istri ayahnya. Dan Yusuf menyampaikan kepada ayahnya kabar tentang kejahatan saudara-saudaranya. These are the generation of Yakub. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah, and with the sons of Silpah, his father, wife, and Joseph brought unto his father their evil report. Israel lebih mengasihi Yusuf dari semua anaknya yang lain, sebab Yusuf itulah anaknya yang lahir pada masa tuanya, dan ia menyuruh membuat jubah yang maha indah bagi dia. No, Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a coat of many colors. Setelah dilihat oleh saudara-saudaranya bahwa ayahnya lebih mengasihi Yusuf dari semua saudaranya, maka bencilah mereka itu kepadanya dan tidak mau menyapanya dengan ramah. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceable unto him. Pada suatu kali bermimpilah Yusuf, lalu mimpinya itu diceritakannya kepada saudara-saudaranya, sebab itulah mereka lebih benci lagi kepadanya. And Joseph dreams a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. Karena katanya kepada mereka, coba dengarkan mimpi yang kumimpikan ini. And he said unto him, Here I pray you this dream, which I have dreamed. Tampak kita sedang di ladang mengikat berkas-berkas gandum, lalu bangkitlah berkasku dan tegak berdiri. Kemudian datanglah berkas-berkas kamu sekalian mengelilingi dan sujud menyembah kepada berkasku itu. For behold, we were mending swiss in the field, and lo, my swiss arose and also stood upright, and behold, your sheaf stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheaf. Lalu saudara-saudaranya berkata kepadanya, apakah engkau ingin menjadi raja atas kami? Apakah engkau ingin berkuasa atas kami? Jadi makin bencilah mereka kepadanya karena mimpinya dan karena perkataannya itu. And his brethren said to him, Shall thou indeed reign over us, or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they had him yet the more for his dream and for his word. Lalu ia memimpikan pula mimpi yang lain yang diceritakannya kepada saudara-saudaranya. Aku bermimpi pula, tampak matahari, bulan, dan 11 bintang sujud menyembah kepadaku. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun of the month and the 11 stars made obeisance to me. Setelah hal ini diceritakannya kepada ayah dan saudara-saudaranya, maka ia ditegur oleh ayahnya. Mimpi apa mimpimu itu? Masakan aku dan ibumu serta saudara-saudaramu sujud menyembah kepadamu sampai ke tanah? And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said unto him, what it is dream that thou hast dreamed. Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee to the earth? Maka iri hatilah saudara-saudaranya kepadanya, tetapi ayahnya menyimpan hal itu dalam hatinya. And his brethren invite him, but his father observed the saying. Pada suatu kali pergilah saudara-saudaranya mengembalakan kambing domba ayahnya dekat Sikem, and his brethren went to feed their father flock in Sikem. Lalu Israel berkata kepada Yusuf, bukankah saudara-saudaramu mengembalakan kambing domba dekat Sikem? Marilah engkau kusuruh kepada mereka. Sahut Yusuf, ya Bapa. And Israel said unto Joseph, do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, here am I. Kata Israel kepadanya, pergilah engkau melihat apakah baik keadaan saudara-saudaramu dan keadaan kambing domba, dan bawalah kabar tentang itu kepadaku. Lalu Yakub menyuruh dia dari lembah Hebron, dan Yusuf pun sampailah ke Sikem. And he said to him, go, I pray thee, ye whether it be well with the brethren and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the field and Hebron, and he came to Sikem. Ketika Yusuf berjalan ke sana kemari di padang, bertemulah ia dengan seorang laki-laki yang bertanya kepadanya, apakah yang kau cari? And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field, and the man asked him, saying, what seekest thou? Sahutnya, mencari saudara-saudaraku, tolonglah katakan kepadaku di manakah mereka mengembalakan kambing domba. And he said, I seek my brethren, tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flock. Lalu kata orang itu, mereka telah berangkat dari sini, sebab telah kudengar mereka berkata, marilah kita pergi ke Dotan. Maka Yusuf menyusul saudara-saudaranya itu, dan didapatinya mereka di Dotan. And the man said, there, depart hence, for I heard them say, let us go to the Dotan, and went after his brethren, and found them in Dotan. Dari jauh ia telah kelin kepada mereka, tetapi sebelum ia dekat kepada mereka, mereka telah bermufakat mencari daya upaya untuk membunuhnya. And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. Kata mereka seorang kepada yang lain, lihat tukang mimpi kita itu datang. And they said one to another, behold, this dreamer come. Sekarang marilah kita bunuh dia dan kita lemparkan ke dalam salah satu sumur ini. Lalu kita katakan, seekor binatang buas telah menerkamnya, dan kita akan lihat nanti bagaimana jadinya mimpi itu. Come now, therefore, and let us slay him and cast him into some pit, and we will say, some evil beast hath devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. Ketika Ruben mendengar hal ini, ia ingin melepaskan Yusuf dari tangan mereka. Sebab itu katanya, janganlah kita bunuh dia. And Ruben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, let us not kill him. Lagi kata Ruben kepada mereka, janganlah tumpahkan darah, lemparkanlah dia ke dalam sumur yang ada di padang gurun ini, tetapi janganlah apa-apakan dia. Maksudnya hendak melepaskan Yusuf dari tangan mereka dan membawanya kembali kepada ayahnya. And Ruben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again. Baru saja Yusuf sampai kepada saudara-saudaranya, mereka pun menanggalkan jubah Yusuf, jubah maha indah yang dipakainya itu. And it come to pass, when Joseph was come unto his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many color what was on him. Dan mereka membawa dia dan melemparkan dia ke dalam sumur. Sumur itu kosong, tidak berair. And they took him and cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. Kemudian duduklah mereka untuk makan. Ketika mereka mengangkat muka, kelihatanlah kepada mereka suatu kafilah orang Ismail datang dari Gilead dengan untanya yang membawa damar, balsam, dan damar ladam. Dalam perjalanannya mengangkut barang-barang itu ke Mesir. And they sat down to eat bread, and they left up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company in Islam come from Gilead with their camel bearing spices and balm and myrrh going to carry it down to Egypt. Lalu kata Yehuda kepada saudara-saudaranya itu, apakah untungnya kalau kita membunuh adik kita itu dan menyembunyikan darahnya? And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is in we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Marilah kita jual dia kepada orang Ismail ini, tetapi janganlah kita apa-apakan dia, ya saudara kita, dan darah daging kita. Dan saudara-saudaranya mendengarkan plannya itu. Come and let us sell him to the Israelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brethren were content. Ketika Agar Midian lewat, Yusuf diangkat ke atas dari dalam sumur itu, kemudian dijual kepada orang Ismail itu dengan harga 20 shikal perak. Lalu Yusuf dibawa mereka ke Mesir. Then there passed by Midian merchantmen, and they drew and left up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Israelites for 20 pieces for silver, and they brought Joseph into Egypt. Ketika Ruben kembali ke sumur itu, ternyata Yusuf tidak ada lagi di dalamnya. Lalu dikoyakkannya bajunya. And Ruben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes. Dan kembalilah ia kepada saudara-saudaranya. Katanya, anak itu tidak ada lagi, kemanakah aku ini? And he returned unto his brethren and said, the child is not, and whither shall I go? Kemudian mereka mengambil jubah Yusuf dan menyembelih seekor kambing, lalu mencelupkan jubah itu ke dalam darahnya. And they took Joseph's coats and killed of kids of the goats, and dipped the coat in the blood. Jubah maha indah itu mereka suruh antarkan kepada ayah mereka dengan pesan, ini kami dapati, silakan Bapak periksa apakah jubah ini milik anak Bapak atau tidak. And they sent the coats of many color, and they brought it to their father and said, this have we found no whether by the son's coat or no. Ketika Yakub memeriksa jubah itu, ia berkata, ini jubah anakku, binatang buas telah memakannya, tentulah Yusuf telah diterkam. And he said, it is my son's coat, and evil beast had devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in peace. Dan Yakub mengoyakkan jubahnya, lalu mengenakan kain kabung pada pinggangnya, dan berkabunglah ia berhari-hari lamanya karena anaknya itu. And Yakub rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son many days. Sekalian anaknya laki-laki dan perempuan berusaha menghiburkan dia, tetapi ia menolak dihiburkan. Serta katanya, "Tidak, aku akan berkabung sampai aku turun mendapatkan anakku ke dalam dunia orang mati." Demikianlah Yusuf ditangisi oleh ayahnya, and all his sons and all his daughter rose up to comfort him. But they refused to be comforted, and he said, "For I will go down into the grave unto my son's mourning." Thus his father wept for him. Adapun Yusuf, ia dijual oleh orang Midian itu ke Mesir kepada Potifar, seorang pegawai istana Firaun, kepala pengawal raja. And the Midian sold him into Egypt unto Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh and captain of the guard.